Let us start the applications of heating effect of electric current. So what are the applications of heating effect of electric current? So we have stated that when resistance is connected in electric circuit, the heat is produced. So here the how to increase the resistance. So resistance can be increased by increasing the length. For example, here you are observing the heating coil, that is electric cooker or that heating coil. So here length is increased by making that wire in the coil form. As the length increases, resistance increases. Also by increasing the resistivity, the resistance of the material can be increased. So in place of pure metals, if we use the alloys, a particular alloys like nichrome, then the resistivity increases. As the resistivity is more, then the resistance increases. As the resistance increases, heating effect increases. So to have the more and more heating effect of electric current, here resistivity and the resistance is increased by increasing the length or the resistivity. So here is that picture of electric cooker or that electric heater. So that is one example of heating effect of electric current. So water boiler, electric cooker, electric bulb are based on heating effect of electric current. So on heating effect of electric current, these are various electrical equipment which works: water boiler, electric cooker, electric bulb. Here coil made up of an alloy, nichrome. So nichrome having very high value of resistivity. So coil made up of an alloy, nichrome, is used in electric heater or cooker as a resistor. As a resistor means as a resistance. Here the nichrome is used. It is an alloy. So which having very high value of resistivity, hence resistance is more, so that the heating effect will be more. Electrical conductors having high resistivity are used. So in this, such conductors are used, such metals are used which having the high resistivity. Another example of heating effect of electric current is this electric bulb. So this is the diagram, or this is the photo of electric bulb. So in it, either the vacuum or nitrogen gas is filled, so that it will avoid the corrosion or the breaking of this coil. Here it is solenoid type coil. Solenoid type coil means spring type coil. So here is also a coil, so that the length is more. As the length increases, so resistance increases. It is in electric bulb of metal tungsten. Why tungsten is used in the electric bulb? So that we will see in the description, as it having very high melting point, and before melting it start emitting the light. So this is a glass bulb, so that the light will come from this filament to outside. So it is the transparent medium. So inside vacuum, and it will transmit the light out. This is glass support to hold this filament. This is a insulating material, that is a glass support. This is a screw cap to hold the bulb in the holder. So this is the diagram of solenoid type electric bulb. Nowadays we start using LED type bulb, but earlier to this, so we are using such a type of filament electric bulb. So in this filament electric bulb, it works on the heating effect of electric current. So tungsten metal is used to make a solenoid type coil. So in this electric bulb, tungsten metal is used to make a solenoid type coil in an electric bulb. Because of current, this wire is heated. So due to current, the wire get heated and emits light. It having high melting point, nearly 3400 degrees Celsius. So tungsten is such a material. Before reaching the melting point, it start emitting the light. It having very high melting point. Whenever it is heated, it start emitting the light. Hence it is used as a electric bulb. This is another example of heating effect of electric current. So we have studied the examples of heating effect of electric current as the electric cooker, electric oven, electric geyser, like electric bulb, electric press. All involves an electric coil which having very high resistance. Now we are going to study one new heading, that is short circuiting. What is short circuiting? So home wiring consists of live, neutral and earth wire. So in household wiring there are three wires. One is red color, that is live wire, black color, that is neutral wire, and green color wire is the earth wire or earthing wire. So home wiring consists of three wires: live, neutral and earth wire. The live and neutral wire having potential difference of 220 volt. So in between that phase and neutral, or in live and neutral wire, there is a potential difference of 220 volt. Whereas earth wire is connected to ground. So earthing wire is connected to body part of electric equipment. If the current is made available due to some problem in the electric device, in the body part of the electric device, then it will be transferred to ground by this earthing, so that the person who is using that electric device should not get a severe shock. So in live and neutral wire, the potential difference of 220 volt. And in the earth wire, generally there is no availability of electric current. If some problem arises in device, then only the current will come in the body part and it will be earthed to ground. Due to fault in equipment, if there is some fault in the equipment, or if plastic coating on live and neutral wire gives away, if due to fault in equipment or plastic coating on live and neutral wire gives away. So whenever we are using the same wiring for many years, like 20 years, 50 years, so what happens? So that plastic coating on the wire may have cracks, so it may gives away. The two wires may come in contact. The two wires, that is live and neutral wire, comes in contact and a large current flows through it, producing heat. So in such case, if the plastic coating on the live and neutral wire gives away, or due to fault in equipment, so two wires come in contact and the large current flows through heat, which produces sparking, or which produces large amount of heat. If any inflammable material exists around that place, if inflammable material means like curtains or some furniture exists around this wiring, so due to sparking or due to huge amount of heat, so it may catch fire. If any inflammable material exists around that place, it can catch fire. This incidence is known as short circuiting. So short circuiting is due to heating effect of electric current. Now, what is overloading? So overloading means excessive current whenever drawn through the circuit, that is called as a overloading. When excessive current is drawn through the circuit, that is called as a overloading. So to overcome this overloading or the short circuiting, again we are using the heating effect of electric current, that is the fuse or MCB. So before that we are studying what is overloading. In the evening, particularly in summer season, in evening, huge electric power is used due to fans, air conditioner, home lighting, also for cooking, and also for shops. So especially in summer evening, the electric power is consumed to a large amount for the fans, coolers, ACs, for home lighting, for cooking, and also for the shops. Means electricity demand increases. As a result, excessive current is drawn from the transformer. Due to that, what happens? So excessive current start drawing from the transformer by the each and every electrical consumer which supplies the electricity. Means here there is a overloading on the transformer. If capacity of transformer is insufficient, if the capacity of transformer is insufficient due to this excessive current, its fuse wire melts. As the current increases by the heating effect of electric current, H equal to I square RT, as the more current flows through the circuit, so fuse wire of the transformer's fuse melts and supply gets shut down. This situation is called as overloading. So this power failure in summer is due to generally overloading. If many appliances connected at a time in a circuit, it causes overloading. This is also one example of overloading. On one socket, if we connect the various pins to one socket, so it is the case of overloading. If many appliances connected at a time in a circuit, it causes overloading and the supply breaks. It can also catch fire. So due to this overloading, there might be chances of the sparking, and it also gives rise the fire. Now, to overcome this short circuiting and the overloading, here again the heating effect of electric current is used, that is fuse or MCB. So to avoid short circuiting and overloading, fuse wire or MCB is used as a precautionary device. So to overcome this short circuiting and overloading, this fuse wire or MCB is used. It breaks the electric circuit and avoids the mishap. How it can break the electric circuit? Whenever the excessive current is drawn through the circuit, when your circuit draws more and more current, so it is coming through the fuse, then what will happen? If the current increases, the heating effect in the wire increases. So heating effect in whole your circuit, in whole your wire increases. But in your circuit, there is one special part, that is fuse, which having a very low melting point. So at first this part melts before catching the fire by the other connecting wires. Before catching the fire by other connecting wire, this part melts, it breaks, it fuses, and that particular part in electric circuit is called as a fuse. So MCB, full form of MCB is miniature circuit breaker. So if some fault arises in your electric circuit, then it automatically fall down. When you move it up, then the again circuit become on. So that is MCB. We may say to this MCBs are as a modern fuse. So when current in the circuit suddenly increases, the switch opens. When the current in the circuit increases, then the switch opens and the current stops. So that is the role of MCB. So when there are the possibilities of overloading, so overloading can cause the fire. So in that case, the MCB open the circuit, fuse open the circuit and avoid the mishap.